Hey yo, it's the All Zoned In show. Got Robotech in the house. We got Tanisha in the house. About to talk a little bit about something a little controversial: death penalty versus abortion. This subject came up the other day. I thought I'd go ahead and put it on YouTube and see what y'all got to say about it. We definitely about to get into it. Robotech, what's going on, bro?
Just waiting out for see if I gotta go do jury duty.
Jury duty. Oh, you still at the house? You was waiting on jury duty last the day before yesterday?
Day before yesterday, I was looking for freight, and everybody took my normal stuff at dirt cheap rates, so I figured let them have it.
Jeez, what's going on in your neck of the woods, Tanisha?
I'm at work. Did you want me to answer the question that you asked? Or are you waiting for
Oh
more
no, you
people
can
to
go
come
ahead and
on?
listen. That's what's going on. You at work chilling? Okay, yeah, we live,
Yeah.
man. Just letting the people get to know you.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
letting the people get to know you. Hopefully, we get a couple of people in here to throw you some advice. So we're just truck drivers. Yeah, just chopping it up.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I'm
about
I'm
different
new to
topics.
it. I just got my first truck, but I'm still researching and just trying to figure out the trucking business and just moving along slowly, just making sure that, I got everything that I need to. I don't want to be one of the people that go out of business in the first 6 months.
Exactly, yeah, because it's easy to do. It's easy to do. So Robotech, he's got his own authority. He has two trucks
Two
or
trucks, two
what do you call
trailers.
it? Two trucks, two trailers. Okay, so he has a nice little setup going, and he has his own authority also.
Mm. Okay, yeah. I have the authority, but I applied for it, but the only thing that I have left to get is the insurance, which is high.
Yeah,
So
it's not gonna be cheap for the first year.
yeah, so that's it. I just did the Bach 3 form, and that was it. That was the only thing I think I had left to do was the Bach 3 insurance, and I did that this week. So I'm just shopping around for insurance right now.
How old is your DOT numbers?
They're new. I just got them. They're not even activated yet. Like I'm still waiting for to get
Yeah,
all that stuff done.
don't do your insurance right now. Just wait for the 30 days to expire, and then reactivate your stuff, and then because that way, because if you get insurance today, you still can't run on your authority. It takes about 30 days for them to get it in their system and play their little sequence of events. There's some kind of not sure if I'm saying this right, but it's kind of like at a wedding. Is there any reason why these two shouldn't be married? Kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
basically letting the public, see your authority out there, and basically they can throw up a grievance, why you shouldn't be in the trucking company, and that's part of a 30-day window. So if you just forget about your 30-day window, and then say maybe next month, grab your insurance, because within a few days after you have your insurance in place, after that 30 days, your authority will go instant active.
Okay.
Wow.
Whereas if you throw the insurance on it right now, you're throwing money away.
Right. Absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
not going to give you the authority for about 21 days, 21 to
Okay.
30 days out.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know it take that long. Wow. Yeah, I thought you just go to work as soon as you get your insurance. I thought everything was activated, so you got to wait
No,
30 days after
no.
you get your insurance.
Yeah, you'd have to. It'll take up to 30 days. So if you get the DOT numbers today, it'll be about 30 days before your authority will go active. But if you
Okay. I
wait
think it's
down,
I
if
think
you
it's been
wait,
about 30 days. I think
so
it's
oh, it is
Okay.
already.
mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I got it about I think it was last month when I told you, Binky. Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
a while
yeah.
ago. Mhm.
Yeah. It's been about a month. Yeah,
Mhm.
about a month. So you ready for action, huh? So
Oh,
you're
okay.
gonna
So yeah, you
go.
would be ready for action.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go straight Amazon, or you gonna
And
do?
not, you know what? I'm gonna just be honest. I really don't want to fool with Amazon.
Hmm.
I got so much negative things, hear so much about it, and people post their like rate sheets or whatever with Amazon is paying, and with gas being so high, I just don't know how it would um I don't know how I would stay afloat with what they're paying. Like they're paying people less than $2 a mile.
Wow,
What do you
yeah.
think about that? Do you think that I should do
Mhm.
it?
With a box truck, I think that's about. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you. It sounds like you have a low cost of operation because you went in and cash flowed everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a low cost of operation, you should be all right. You should be able to run. Like right around two. I'm not familiar with box truck freight. I'm
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
too
I
me
think it
neither.
would.
familiar.
Okay, I would think it would be almost the same, right? It's just yeah, I'd do bigger, right? But I would still have to,
Right.
miles, and gas and all that stuff. So, but
Right.
I check them out and see what they talking about and see what they doing. I'll check them out.
Right. Because you'll probably be doing more. You'll be doing like LTL type freight. Picking up a pallet here, pallet there.
Okay.
Pretty much the same thing I do, but just in a smaller truck.
It looked like you had somebody else that joined in.
Oh, that's my ex co-worker, man, Kevin, man.
Yes, sir.
He's over there at the what are you, aviation mechanic,
D-
or what do you do, man?
Yeah, airplane mechanic at Delta.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. He
Aviation
came
maintenance
from
technician.
trucking, man. We got to do an interview on that, man.
Heck
Yeah, he
yeah.
told.
I had
Right,
tried, I remember for a couple of years, I tried to get on with Delta.
They
right,
hiring everybody now because so many people retired.
Really? Okay, I'll check them out again.
right. Yeah, yeah, because he went from trucking, and he said the hell with trucking, man. I'm gonna buy. My man peeled up out of this, man. That a lot of people, after how many years did you truck? Because a lot of people, after a certain amount of years, man, they don't know what else to do with themselves, man.
15 years.
15 years, and you just decided I'm gonna become an
Yeah,
airplane mechanic, man. Right.
yes,
Was it just
sir.
burnout?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I kept quitting jobs. It wasn't really the job. It was just me. I was just tired of it. Just burnt out. I did a lot of food service. I did food service for maybe 8 years, owned my own truck for 2 years, and did LTL for the rest.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
had
so
some
you move
pretty
around a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I did a video like that, man. You got to find your niche, man. I mean, you find yourself job hopping like crazy, man. Like you said, you might go through 10 jobs. That's 10 against one, against
Pretty
one
much.
due to the common denominator. So sometimes you just got to find something else to do, man.
Yeah, I mean, you only got one life, so you may as well live
Yeah,
it.
exactly, man. Yeah, don't keep on doing this, man. If you ain't, you can't find a place to settle in at.
That's facts.
Word up. Yeah, man. But the topic on the glass, man, is death penalty versus abortion. That's the first topic. Then we're going to get into Joe Biden's first year in office, man. What's your personal report card on him? Think he did a good job, bad job, things of that nature. So let's get into it, man. Your check, man. What's your take on the abortion versus death penalty, man? You
Abortion.
scared, man?
Who, me?
Yeah, Robotech up there,
Ah,
man. He looked like he's scared up there, man. I mean, some people think it's one and the same. Some people don't.
I don't think it's
Some
one and
people
the
say
Yeah.
same
how
at all.
to be for abortion and you know and
For
not be.
me, I think it's so funny because my personal opinion is no to the death penalty and yes to abortion. So I know that sounds contradicting, but that's just my opinion.
It's
Wow.
it's it's hard for me to say, I'm for the death penalty, especially when there's been so many people that, you find out they were prosecuted in the 60s, 70s and 80s with before DNA, and now they're finding through DNA that they weren't even involved. They were just wrongly convicted, often
Right.
because of the color of their skin. just didn't match up
Or their
for
class.
the area
Yeah.
or their
So I,
class.
right. So I
You know,
definitely
they couldn't
agree with that.
afford proper attorneys. I mean, you hear about some heinous stuff that goes on, and it's like they almost get no jail time sometimes. You know, and I don't think that's correct either. I mean, if you're out there committing some kind of heinous crime and there's DNA and there's evidence out there, then yeah, you need to serve a long time. Not this, you know, well, hey, you're out in 25 years. You know,
Hmm.
you took all their hopes and dreams of somebody, you know, all that they could have been, and you end their life, and then you just, you know, slap these people on the hands and say, oh, you get a couple years for this, but that was no big deal. But yet you're found with some crack cocaine in your car, and you get instant 30 years. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't understand the judicial system all the way around. You know,
Yeah.
your crime should fit your time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel
Yeah.
you on
That's
that.
yeah. And that's why I say no to the death penalty. Just because you can never know for certain um, if someone is really all the way guilty. Even now
Yeah.
with DNA, you know, it's so many people that's so smart, and people are learning how to con and you know just all this kind of stuff. So it's like you just really never know 100%. So I just don't know if I personally would feel comfortable with. Um, and I understand, you know, some people, you know, is your loved one, you know, you may feel different, but if you're not 100% sure that this person did it, I just wouldn't feel comfortable with giving someone a death penalty.
Mm. So even if they beyond a reasonable doubt,
But how do you know beyond a reasonable doubt?
Like
yeah,
video footage, or they just confessed.
Okay.
They
Well,
were
right,
out with the knife in their hand.
They had Rittenhouse on video, but evidently, you know, it wasn't enough evidence for him to
Oh
even
yeah,
serve any time.
Wow.
that is true.
So, you know, it's goes without saying, you know, it's almost like, oh well, you know, yeah, we got you on video shooting somebody, but you know, there goes your evidence right there. No jail
Right.
time.
That's true.
wow,
You know, and I don't call it, you know, Rittenhouse wasn't in his own house, you know, sitting there and had some, you know, people break in and, you know, he blew them away. He goes out of state to, you know, go play whatever kind of game he was going to play with his gun, and then claim self defense. Just I don't know, that just doesn't sit right with me. You know, some jail time. Not saying, you know, give him the death penalty or give him, you know, life in prison, but some jail time would have been reasonable in that situation. Or Zimmerman, for that matter. You know, told by
yeah,
911 to sit in his car, stay in place, stand down, wait for the police. And no, he goes
right,
out and, you know, dead men don't talk, or
Mm-hmm.
dead children don't talk, you know, as
Mm.
because, you know, you're talking about a kid that, you know, wasn't an adult. Well, I thought he had something on him. Finds out, you know, he's got a hoodie and a, you know,
Pack of Skittles.
thing of Skittles. You know, just come on. You know, that's another
yeah,
situation that should have wound up with some jail time, not self defense or not stand your ground. You
right,
know, stand your ground is they've got a weapon you can clearly see pointed at you, and you know you're in self defense. That's completely different. You know, and I'm not saying that was right for Rittenhouse. You know, completely different. I think Rittenhouse went looking for a fight.
mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you know, that situation with Trayvon Martin. I mean, I see kids walking through my neighborhood. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. You know where I live at, Robotech. And I see,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, kids I haven't seen before. I'm not going to go follow them. I don't care what color they are. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
yeah,
I'm an adult. What am I doing following a kid? You know, there's a kid
right.
is going to run. He's going to act a little strange when a grown man is following him. So, yeah, I think he got away with bloody murder right there, man, on that one.
I
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
don't
definitely
understand
got
how a
away with
hoodie is
bloody murder.
considered something you need to be worried about. And these fools that run around with their white hoods. Oh well, they're the good guys. Get out of here.
Mm. Yeah, hoodie. When did a hoodie become a bad thing, man? Jeez.
Yeah, really.
Everybody, especially in the rain. I think it was raining that night, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think so. I think it was raining that night, man. As far as like the
Well, even
abortion,
if it's a little cold out, I might put a hoodie on.
Me too.
I
yeah,
got one
yeah.
on right now. I'm in the crib.
Mm. So you guys think that? So you guys are for abortion? Now, what
Yeah.
about?
I
Okay,
want to
what
hear what the
about
guys say. I want to hear what the guys say about that.
I've got no business going into either one of your homes and telling the women in the home what they can and can't do with their bodies. And that, to me, that's just absurd. You know, that's a personal choice. That's you know, people want to say, well, it's recreational. I can't. I just can't buy that. Recreational use of abortion is the way to end. Way to trying to think of what the term would be. The way to use birth control instead of going out and buying the pill. And I'm waiting for them to outlaw the pill too.
Mm.
Ooh, don't say that.
Where do they draw the line? I mean, really, they should just go after men that masturbate. That's that seed's
Yeah.
lost.
Mm.
That's one half of making that embryo.
Mm.
Let's go for the gold here. I mean, shoot, go after men that masturbate. If you can prove it, we're going to throw you in
Mm.
jail because that material hit the ground.
Mm.
Maybe that's absurd, but that's you might as well look at it
Okay,
that way.
you went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you feel
Yeah, I'm
about
out
that,
there
Kevin?
with my ideas.
Oh no, I'm all for abortion, man. If that's what she wants to do, she go ahead and do it. So, like he said, it's her choice.
It's her
It's her
choice, not
body.
my choice.
Okay,
Yeah.
but they don't make the same decisions on sick or disabled people. They don't feel. They
And like I
feel like
said,
they sick or disabled. They can't. Doctors can't. Euthanize them.
Nobody,
more
there's
females
lots of times they
losing
can find
baby.
that people have got they've got their photos of the embryo while it's still developing, and they know it's going to be physically disabled, and it's like nobody wants Obamacare, nobody wants pre-existing conditions, nobody wants to take care of it, and yet they want to force people to possibly have a child that's going to be born with severe
An
disabilities
ailment. Yeah.
or ailments or something like that. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just creating new problems. What I really want for the abortion people, all the people that are for, banning abortion, what they need to do, they need to step up. There's over 60,000 kids in Georgia alone. You figure how many millions of children are out there stuck in foster homes because they were unwanted or their parents went to jail for some something that's not even their fault. They end up in the foster care system. And these kids graduate out. And the day they turn 18, they graduate out and they hit the street. Government no longer takes care of them. Nobody no longer takes care of them. And they end up in the prison system. So is that the result of children in foster care? I mean, I really think, if you're all pro-life, then stand up. There shouldn't be any children in foster homes. They all should be adopted. These same
Yeah, I
people
was
should take the
going through
time
the.
to.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
No, I
ahead.
didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I mean just mainly just saying, if you're going to be pro-life, you need to be pro-adoption. There should be no children in foster homes waiting for a family. That was basically what I was, getting at right there. But go ahead.
I can't hear it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
we
you
can hear
just
you.
fine.
Yeah, Anthony, what you got to say, man? Anthony peeled up out of here, man.
Now I was gonna say that
It got too rich
I
for
was
him.
a lot of females lose their baby just due to malnutrition. They just need better health care, and they get miscarriages. There's more miscarriages than there are abortions, and you don't see them out here championing for people to get health care everywhere, but yet they want to kill abortions. When more, like I said, more babies, more fetuses die from a miscarriage due to just not getting right health care. Yeah.
But you have a lot of anti-abortion groups that are counting the miscarriages as abortions as well.
Oh, you're trying to say
They seem to be the only ones.
They can fix that though. They can fix a miscarriage on the most part. So, like I said, some women, they just don't have insurance. They don't try to get it.
Well, yeah.
Well, some miscarriages just happen.
Yeah, some just happen.
Some just happen.
But yeah, what's your take on so we talked about the death penalty, man. There's a lot of people use that argument against people that's against abortion. They use the death penalty argument, and it's they kind of shut the abortion people down with that. And it doesn't give them any kind of wiggle room to get out of it, man. Because it's hard to argue, you can't be pro-life and then pro-death at the same time. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't make sense, man. So I thought I'd go ahead and, put that question out there. Hit the link, man. If you got something to say, stand on yours, man. Stand on yours. But yeah, man, the second topic is Joe Biden's. This might be something you could get with Robotech. Joe Biden's report card for his first year. What do you think, man? How did you think he did? He done?
I don't know. I think it's probably around a C. I
C?
wouldn't give him a A+ or anything. I don't consider the record high fuel prices anything more than capitalism at its best. The price per barrel is lower right now than it was in 2008, and yet the price of fuel is way higher than what it was in 2008. So to me, that's a lot of games. You look at Shell, they bought record cheap prices from they bought the Russian oil at a record cheap price, and they turned around and stuck it to the customer. They didn't pass that discount on to anyone.
No, that ain't gonna happen, man. That's capitalism, man. That's capitalism. Give them
capitalism at its best. Yeah, I give them a C. I mean, it's not a perfect system, but then I give the Republicans an F because they're basically doing the same thing they did with Obama. They're following Mitch McConnell's lead on let's block them no matter what. Let's block everything no matter what. It's like how about going back there to them tax cuts and all that money that Trump gave? Tell them people to give that money back so we can do some infrastructure, since Republicans don't want to budge on nothing.
Right. And do you think they fumbled the ball with all of those PPP loans and whatever the other?
Yeah, I think that whole thing was fumbled. There wasn't enough provisions put in there to say how and where that money could be spent. And it wasn't evenly distributed. The bigger fish got bigger chunks of the money with no incentive to pay it back or do the trickle down effect.
If you knew how to fill out them forms right, you was getting paid.
Oh, they were getting paid.
Oh man, I'm surprised you didn't get a piece of that action, man.
No, not me.
No, I didn't think I needed it. And then when I decided, well, let's see if we can do something about it. They didn't even look at the application.
Wow. Yeah, man. So what's your report card on Joe Biden, Kevin?
Shit, man. I don't even know if he was in class, bro.
Hello.
He's just been absent. I know he's an old man. He go home almost every weekend. He back in Delaware. Like I said, I just don't hear nothing about him. I really don't watch the news as much as I used to.
See, you
haven't found him out on the golf course yet.
Yeah, you did the same thing I did, man. I
Yeah.
kind of fasted from the news. It just consumed me so much, man. Just I'm walking around angry for no reason, man. Just angry, just unsure.
Well, the former
The news
president
just
gaslighted everybody and everything.
right,
Sure did.
man. Let's see, he did let's see, first year, man, 1.9 trillion in COVID relief. He passed the what is that bipartisan bill, 1.2 trillion infrastructure law passes. He did a lot, man. Six
And he
point
was
four
trying to do
million.
more that he got stopped.
Yeah, 6.4 million jobs created. We also had 6.8 inflation also. So
Yeah, I mean, for me, I agree with everyone. I think that he has definitely in my book scored low. And even though, like you said, with the little job creation, so-called job creations that he's done, I mean, we're in a whole housing crisis right now. People aren't getting paid enough. Like the things that we asked for or the things that he campaigned on, it's not happening. They need to be focusing on increasing minimum wage. I mean, in Atlanta, it doesn't make any sense that people can work a full-time job and cannot afford decent housing, can't even afford housing, period, even if it's not decent. Like is apartments are so high now and it doesn't make any sense that the pay isn't going
That's
up.
because
And
landlords are taking advantage of situations.
Oh yeah,
right.
they're
I
definitely
mean,
doing
yeah,
that.
houses and apartments, everything alike has went up, and you're right, people are taking advantage, but still at this point minimum wage should have went up. It's still sitting at 7.25, and believe it or not, in Georgia the minimum wage is actually 5.15. It's just that the federal minimum wage is 7.25, so it's like even the governor has, I know we're not talking about the governor, but he hasn't even increased minimum wage for the state. So it's just ridiculous. It's a whole housing crisis out here, and like you
yeah,
said, gas prices are up, and it's just too many things that he has campaigned on, and he's not delivering. The whole thing with I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but the whole I hate to get into it, but since we're having such this conversation, the vaccine, just making it mandatory for people to get it, and I just don't know if I agree with that. People
yeah,
working and
yeah.
I'm gonna just leave it alone.
But
You
are you
telling people
scared of
that
the vaccine, Tanisha? You scared of the vaccine?
no, I got the vaccine. I had no,
You just,
I mean,
you just
I
don't
have no
like them
choice.
making it mandatory.
Yeah, I'm in the military. It's mandatory for us to get it. So
See,
even
that's
with
what I don't
that,
understand about the military. The people in the military complaining about the vaccine when that's part of the military, isn't it? You take orders from the people up above, whether you agree with it or not.
yeah, you're
Am I
right.
wrong?
No, you're right. I've had every single vaccine that you can think of, including the anthrax. So, um,
I mean that
yeah.
they inoculate you if you're going overseas. They inoculate you with a bunch of stuff you don't even know what they're inoculating you with.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's the military. But I'm talking about more of the private sector. I just don't think people should have to sacrifice their livelihood to get this vaccine if they don't want to. I just don't know. And then now you see now the numbers are dropping so much that they're even taking away the mask mandates, and it's like still people didn't get the vaccination. So it was like you did all this. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know if the vaccine really helped like they thought that it would or should. So in my
right.
book, no, he didn't do a good job. He's not doing a good job.
Man.
I mean, I can say, if I work for you and I refuse to do what you're doing, what you tell me to do, and I decide, well, you're not doing a good job of, being a good boss to me. Am I wrong?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
If I'm your employee
Mm-hmm.
and I'm supposed to follow your rules and I don't do what I'm supposed to, and I basically sit there and say, well, you're a bad boss. Is it your fault or is it my fault?
I mean, you're right, but that's a little
I mean,
bit
it's
different. Like
it's
if the
it's
job
kind of like
itself.
the same thing.
No, it's not, because it's a job. Like if I have my own business and I say for my business, and if it's a larger business, I don't want to have to make my employees get vaccinated. That should be my business because it's mine. But What I'm saying is how he came up with that. If you are a business and you have over a certain amount of people, then you have to have your you know what I'm
I
talking about?
got
Like how he's making companies over a certain size have their employees vaccinated. I just don't agree with that. Like I just feel like it's my business and I choose what I want. Now, if I own it and I'm saying, okay, I want everybody to have a vaccine, then that's my business, But either way, I just, if you
right,
get
but
it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
right, but what if people get? I think they were doing that because they didn't want people to get sick. Because I mean, it's like you have people working, they're unvaccinated, they're not wearing masks, and because what happens is they get sick, and then they go out here to go back out into the world. Now everybody else is getting sick.
Yeah.
I always looked at vaccines as just something that we do as a what do you
Community
call it?
almost
As a
like
As a
we're
community,
doing it
keep
for
the
each
community,
risk
other.
less.
as a herd,
Hmm. Yeah,
as a
we're doing it
herd,
for each other. Right.
right? Because it's not about me being strong, Robotech being strong. It's about the little lady being weak. It might be the kid, that has a weak immune system. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about us. So I never looked at it. I try to look at it as unselfishly as possible. That's where I'm at with the vaccine. I think I look at it. It's for the good of the herd.
Yeah. Well, I got it. And I actually got it before it was mandatory for military. So I got it
Right.
as soon as it came out. So I'm not against it. I'm just saying it should be,
Right.
people
Yeah.
shouldn't be penalized if they don't want to get it. It's not with their job, especially with jobs teleworking. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I feel you, but we all got choices. We can either work there or not. You know what I'm saying? We could. Yeah. I don't know if you want to work. Hey, I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know, man, but these Democrats, they have been I think like the mandate stuff and what was it with Obama? It was the fine for not having health care.
Oh
And
God.
I
Yeah.
think
Oh
those
yeah.
were two things right there that I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think people are gonna be susceptible to that. Or however you say the damn word.
Now people just paid the fine and moved on.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah, I didn't like paying that fine though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
You didn't have insurance.
I think I went when I had my truck. I didn't have insurance because I think that was before the Obamacare and all of that. No, Obamacare, yeah, kid. I was just raggedy. Hell, I ain't had no damn insurance. You know what I'm saying? I would keep it real. I was just like most owner operators. I ain't had no insurance. Yeah. What's going on, G
Well, I
Nut?
see. I see how much the premiums are, and you show up at the ER. It's like they send you a $2,000 bill from the ER. You have
Right.
insurance, they still send you a $2,000 bill. So what's the insurance really paying?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, you're right. That's true. And I went onto the Obamacare um website. What is it? Whatever the health thing where you get to pick out your plans and apply and all that kind of stuff. And
Healthcare.gov.
right.
right. And to me, I felt like it was still expensive. So I'm just like, you finding people for not wanting to pay this, like for some people it was just cheaper to pay the fine.
It is cheaper to pay the fine.
Most definitely was.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was meant for everybody to get into it. I think. I mean, if it would have went like it was supposed to go, I think it would have been a lot cheaper. But a lot of people kind of fought back on
No,
it.
when it was first presented, it was supposed to be Medicare for everyone. And then it got twisted. Like most
Mm,
things get twisted.
mm-hmm.
Every bill that appears in the House has the main story, and then they start adding chapters or what they often call trailers. There's often extra trailers stuck in that ain't got nothing to do with the primary bill. Look at Katrina, for instance. They passed all that money for Katrina, and there were trailers in there for roads being built in other parts of the country, bridges in other parts of the country, port barrel projects in other parts of the country. There's all kinds of crap in that bill that had nothing to do with Katrina, but it was just stuck in the bill. Same way with with the Affordable Care Act, aka
Absolutely.
Obamacare.
They loaded up.
You know, they loaded it up with trash, including them fines, and Obama promises that everybody can afford it, and the insurance company says, yeah, screw you, Obama, we're going to do it our way. And that's why the system was all screwed up the way it was, because the
Right.
insurance companies decided they're going to do it differently.
Right. Because
And
a lot of
people were
people
saying,
don't
well, I can't
realize.
keep my doctors. That's because the insurance companies decided they weren't dealing with that particular. Didn't do it.
Right.
They didn't do it, because they couldn't afford to. They just did it because they wanted to jack the system up.
Right. Yeah. Because Obamacare is just pretty much it's not the insurance. It's just the place where you buy the insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
So the insurance
Supposed to get a
companies are
group
the ones
discount.
that kind of hike the prices up, if you're going to look for somebody to blame.
But yeah, it was
And I
all
think
about
that's where a lot of
capitalism.
people
We
got it
live in a
confused
free
at.
market. That's just
Exactly.
like the fuel prices or anything else we have to buy in this country.
Yeah, I mean the oil companies are making out like a fat rat right now, man.
Oil companies are making out like a fat rat. The utility companies are making out like a fat rat. The
all of them are. Man.
the
All
car
of them are.
dealerships are making out like a fat rat. Truck
Right.
dealerships are making out like a fat rat. You go to the grocery store, and food that 2 years ago you probably could have got out of the grocery store with something to feed the family with for 150, 200 bucks is now $400. Everybody's making out like a fat rat.
Right.
I'd like
The
to know
thing
where my money is,
yeah, I mean the thing
because
about
the
fuel.
rates sure the hell ain't there.
Right. I mean the thing about fuel, man. I mean, and that's part of the thing I hate about being an owner operator in trucking. You don't control price. You don't control the price. There's other people controlling the price based on whatever speculators say. But like fuel is oil, is a commodity, and the more they produce, the cheaper the price. So they make sure that they underproduce this oil. As long as we got more demand than supply, they could charge what they want and pay their shareholders. Because you see what happened once they had a surplus of crude oil. I mean, the prices went down a little bit. But once that production gets low, and they keeping the production low, so they can pay their shareholders, so they can keep them stock prices high, they can keep the price high, and they making money. Look how the price dropped. What was it, 32% within the last couple of days, and we still don't see it at the pumps. I don't see it, at least down
No.
here
I
in
sure
Georgia,
as hell don't.
especially for the
That shit went up,
diesel.
not down.
Yeah, diesel was like $5.50. I think
My cousin told me he
gas.
paid $5.29 last time.
It's like
Wow.
$5.75 last week in somewhere northern Remington, Indiana.
Wow. Man. Yeah, man.
And right now I see the best price discounts at either a Casey's or a Speedway.
Wow.
They're just right now. I mean, you don't get all the perks of a TA or Petro or Love's or
I seen
Pilot, any of those.
Well, at a QT, they got a QT truck stop in Perry, Georgia. If you listen to this and you're headed south into Florida, what is that? Exit 156 or 52, wherever that Love's is at. Go to the QT, man. It's like what I think it's like 50 cents less. They at $4.95 a gallon. The Love's is at $5.50. So
yeah, up
But
here
then compared to most other countries,
or $4.98 to $4.96 at Speedway.
right.
Compared to most other countries, America's still paying less. Like we are consumers compared to other countries for fuel, for gas, for our cars and trucks.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. And that's the thing about crude oil. It's traded on the global market, man. So and then
you also have to look at the price in other countries. They're using the liters. So when you see them big dollar amounts, liters, it's like almost 4 liters to the gallon. And if
3.8.
you're looking at
Yeah.
the imperial liter, then the imperial liter's like 4.561 or something like that to the gallon.
Wow.
So somebody was showing a Canadian pump rolling and going, showing $1,000 and 700 and some odd gallons, and I'm like, yeah,
Those
that's or
liters.
liters or something like that, trying to say they were gallons, and I'm looking right at the pump, and I'm like, it's only about 173 gallons. And
Yeah,
then
it's
what's the price?
crazy.
What's the Canadian exchange, to the U.S. dollar? So really,
Yeah.
that whole little video of trying to pretend like you were getting scalped was kind of laughable when you kind of look at
Right.
it for what it really was.
Right. All right, Ro, now you live in Flint, Michigan, right? Y'all had the water crisis up there. Did you drunk some of that nasty water, man?
I'm on well.
Okay. All right, so it says Biden, he spent over $1 billion to correct the situation in Flint. What you been seeing up there, man?
Oh, I don't know. They've been going around putting in new pipes and a lot of service lines and everything. And I got a friend that's got an adult daycare home or something that he takes care of. They're telling him they already put the pipes in, and he's like, no, I would have remembered, you guys digging up my front yard. And they're saying, well, no, your parents had the home before you. And he's like, what do you think? I'm stupid? I worked for my parents when they ran the home. He says he said I would remember the front yard being dug up. So
Yeah,
there's a
you
whole bunch
definitely
of
remember
people.
something like that.
There's a whole bunch of people that I'm pretty well sure that haven't got the new lines. That they're just deciding, well, you already got the new lines, so we're going to forget about you.
Peace. Yeah, man.
But the governor.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Somebody scamming and putting money in their own pockets.
Yeah, so the Republican governor, he basically decided that the duly elected city leaders of Flint, the mayor of Flint, Pontiac, and Detroit, had no right to run the cities. So the Republican governor installed city managers in Detroit, Pontiac, and Flint. And the city managers who, should have been talking, the Flint city manager should have been talking to the Detroit city manager, because the Detroit city manager was raising the rates on the water that was coming out of Detroit to Flint. And that's why the water come off of Detroit, went to the Flint River. But it's like, my contention is they never should have used the Flint River, because up and down the river is not only GM plants, but there were salvage yards. I mean, there's been salvage yards up in there for years, junk cars and all that. So you have, people going into salvage yards, taking parts off of cars, so you got oil and antifreeze and window washer fluid, brake fluid, all that, basically being dumped on the ground. You get a good rain, it goes into the water. So they're really using the Flint River as your source was really stupid. But the people that worked at the water plant, they've been charged with crimes, different people on the bottom of the food chain that worked in and around the water plant, they've all been charged. But the ringleader, the governor, he claims, he's not responsible, and saying that he shouldn't be brought up with charges or anything. And I'm thinking, you're the ringleader. You're the one that put these city managers in place. You and your city managers need to be brought up on charges.
Wow.
Because they just no matter what, they overrid. They were the ones that overrided the all the mandates and all the things that were supposed to be put in place to protect the people.
Wow. Man. Yeah, Kevin, man. Yeah, that's
sir.
crazy, man. Talk to me about these HBCUs, man.
What? Oh, HBCUs?
Yeah. It's Joe Biden, man. We still on Joe Biden, man. He was supposed to send billions of dollars, man, to these HBCUs, man, but it was shot down by the Republicans, man. What's your take on that?
I figured they was gonna shoot it down. I wouldn't even doubt that. I knew they would have shot it down. But you know, only thing he could do is try. He what else can he do? Executive action, give them money.
Yeah, you know that's the thing about executive actions, man. They could get, they could shoot that right down, man. It doesn't hold no weight. So actually, you got to be strategic with those executive actions.
Yeah. But
Uh, They filibuster the hell out of that.
I know most of those HBCUs were struggling. You got a lot more black people donating to it now than before, but I don't know.
What? Yeah, you think we coming? Or you think you think we coming around, man? Starting to donate. I mean, I know there's a lot of black people starting to donate nowadays, man.
Yeah,
You think we made
I
it to
do
the
it more.
promised land, man?
Yeah, I do it more myself too. So
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of donating, man. Yo, you donate, Tanisha? Probably working. Yeah, you doing any
I think we just
donating,
gotta.
Robotech?
Nope. I don't donate to anybody.
Oh man, it looks good on your taxes at the end of the year, man.
If I
Maybe.
have like clothes or something that's like I donate that, but no, I'm not donating any money. I
Yeah,
used to, but I haven't. No,
right.
I,
Yeah.
I need somebody to donate to me.
Uh, I heard that shit. They donate to the cause, man.
Oh, we'll do like your real estate agent. He says I like to donate to charities, and charity starts at home, so that's where I donate
There we go.
first.
Jeez. There you go. Oh man. But yeah, man, it's been a long day, man. Shit, so you sitting at the house, Robotech?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've been trucking all day, man. I'm just tired. Just wanted to come on here, man, chop it up with the people, try to get a little discussion going, man.
Surprised you
Other
didn't
than,
start that in the car on the way home.
huh?
Go with an icon. I said start that in the car, and from the time you left over there, because what's it, about an hour trip home?
Nah, it's about 30 minutes.
You doing about 90 through the woods?
Nah. I'm straight up 75, man. Straight up 75, man.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were off of 400 over there.
Nah. It used to be when I worked for Honda, I was off of 400.
Oh, okay. My bad. I guess I
Mhm.
did. I don't know where they're set up over there in Atlanta now.
Yeah, they right there in Marietta.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
So,
too bad as long as you ain't got to go fetch the truck between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 a.m.
right. So, Kevin, what you been keeping up with, bro? On the political side, man. I know you used to go at it a little bit, man, on the phone.
Yeah, I used to, man, but I just ain't been at it lately. I just found myself with some free time since I just started working and stopped school. So
Right.
I just been going back to the gym. I just got myself back into the gym, and that's it. I ain't really
Yeah,
too
man.
focused on too much right now.
Yeah, so far so good, man. I just trying to get back on my diet thing, man. I'm about 20 pounds up right now, but I'm trying to get back focused, man. Get back
Yeah,
focused.
COVID didn't help too much on that
No,
Uh,
sir.
because I didn't
That
go
made it
anywhere.
ignorant.
yeah, man. I mean, I work out outside, man. My appetite just been crazy the last 6 months. My
Into
appetite just gone
into
crazy.
seafood, whatever you see, you eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I'm doing my diet and my wife's diet. She be like, "Man, what's going on here? I thought you didn't eat cookies." Well, I thought you didn't eat cookies on keto.
I do junk keto.
Mm. Yeah.
Mostly steak, fish, and chicken, but a cookie or two here and there, or some waffles here and there.
Right.
I lost 10 pounds in keto in like 2 weeks, but then my blood pressure went through the roof.
Oh, your blood pressure went up? Yeah, I think
Hell
they say it
yeah,
does
man.
that the first when you first start keto, man. It goes up for like a month
Yeah.
and then everything will
I
start
saw
regulating.
that shit scared me, so I stopped.
How high did it go up?
It didn't go crazy. It went like 140 over 90. Went
Oh,
up to
those
like
are some
90.
low ball numbers.
Yeah.
Man, where you at, man? How's your health, Robotech?
Oh, I don't know. I was pushing a few 200s over 75 or something like that. For a while, I went and got on blood pressure medication.
Man.
Yeah, I had to get on it too.
Blood pressure medication? Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all gonna make me get out here and start walking, man.
get it down.
Yeah,
It's
are you
down
still
now,
on it?
though, man.
Like,
No, I'm not on it no more. I'm just down.
'cause you said that
What?
after you stopped doing the keto, it went back down, right?
Yeah, I didn't know it was that was causing it, but yeah, because I had lost weight. I'm like, I lost weight. Why the fuck is it going up?
Mm. So then, where did you check it at? You checked it at the doctor's office, or
Yeah, at the doctor's. Yep.
or did you eat something that morning? Because you know it's just
I
they
did.
pretty,
I did.
yeah,
I did eat
that's pretty
that.
much like a little snapshot in time right there, man.
Yeah, it'd be an instant
Look,
spike
Right, because
sometimes.
sometimes like your blood pressure can just go up because of something. Yeah,
yeah, too
that's
much
It
probably
goes
put
caffeine
you
up
on
with
or
medicine that
something like
traffic. It
quickly.
that.
goes up with. I mean, if you're taking your blood pressure and if you're keeping quiet, not answering the questions of whoever's taking the blood pressure, your blood pressure will go down. But yet, if you're talking while you're having your blood pressure, you're taken,
It'll
then
go up.
it'll go way up. If you were aggravated with traffic or something on your way over to get your blood pressure, it'll go up. For some reason, I think the whole system of how they do blood pressure is just really inaccurate, because mine would go up when I'd go to the dentist office. And it just got to the point where they were like, well, we're not going to work on you anymore until you get your blood pressure down. So I ended up at the doctor to get blood pressure medication.
Killer Cam, what's going on, bro?
There you go. What up? What up?
What's
What up,
going
Kev?
on?
What's up,
Yeah,
fellas?
Kev,
What's up, Kev?
we
Bobby?
yeah,
Look like you
man,
at work over there, Kev.
we
Trying to
YouTubing,
do a
man.
little something.
Uh,
Trying to do
okay,
a
yeah,
little something.
we got Robotech on. We got Tanisha down there. You know Kevin.
Oh, what's
Yeah,
up? What's up? What's up, party people?
the party
Hey, how you
people. Man, the
doing?
place great.
Yeah,
Looks
Yeah,
like
not
we're looking
bad.
at you from the cup holder.
How about yourself?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
good. Yeah, we just
you would
talking
be
about.
right.
We just got on the subject of health, and we've been skipping around, jumping around with the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah. We all over the place, man. So we
Oh, okay.
started out, man. We started out talking about abortion versus the death penalty. You know, some people are for
Mm,
well, they're against abortion, but they're for the death
mm-hmm.
penalty, and vice versa. So, we were just getting people take on it, man. What's your take on it? How you feel about abortion? How you feel about the death penalty?
Against abortion, but for the death penalty.
Correct.
Dang, that's a good one. Damn, against abortion, but for the death penalty. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you
that
saying,
that
yeah.
is funny.
I got a dip.
I
Yeah,
don't
go
know how I
ahead.
feel about that. I mean, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I'm really, I'm not,
What's your
I'm a true pro-lifer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a true pro-lifer. Meaning, if you know what I mean, if it happens, it just happens. You know what I mean? I'm not for abortion at all. Really not.
okay?
But you know what I mean? Everybody's circumstance is different. But for me personally, from an individual standpoint, yeah, I can't get down with that. Not me.
Right. Then what about the death penalty?
And the death penalty, I don't know, man. I think so with the death penalty. That's touchy too. But I will say that again, from an individual standpoint, yeah, you have to at some point, man. Like everybody gonna die, right? So if a man get murdered because he or she was harmed in some way, in some life threatening way, then I mean, yeah, like that's just what
Right.
that is. I don't think somebody's supposed to. There should be there should be a penalty for that. You know what I mean? Because that's out of self defense, right? So
Mm.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really with that whole death penalty shit, and I'm not with the abortion shit. Me personally, yeah, I'm not with either or. To be honest with you.
I
You know what I
got you. I
mean?
got you. I mean, a lot of people are there, man. Because I know there's a lot of people who's been sticking. I'm with like whatever your opinion is on life, man. If you're,
Mhm.
pro-life, cool. If you're not, cool. I'm just one of them people, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah,
people
I'm
tell
kind of
me
like
pick
that.
a
Yeah,
side,
if
man.
that's how you are, that's just how you are. Yeah.
Right. I'm cool with however you get down, however you vote, however however you do your thing. That's your
Right.
individual choice, man. And I think a
Right.
lot of politics, it comes down to how you want to run your household. And we get on, we listen to everybody listen to some kind of political YouTube channel, and we get these talking points, and we just go out into the world and
Correct.
pretty much harass each other, man. You know, I'm guilty of it. I know you guilty of it too. We all
Of
guilty
course.
of it, man.
Of course. Of
You
course. Of
know,
course.
it becomes sport, and like Kevin was saying earlier, he had to take a break from politics. Because I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, a lot of the politics that I follow, I do it just to combat with people, you know, that I work with, people that I come across,
Right.
especially the Republican side of the aisle, because they kind of loose with their tongue, man, with their opinions, man. So I like to smack them up a little bit, with a couple of facts, but we end up walking away.
Right.
I,
Right.
I
Right. Right.
usually try to walk away, neutral,
Right.
you know,
I
agree
mean,
to
you're not the only
disagree.
person that's like that. There's a lot of us are like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us that share the same sentiment. Whereas, we really are in reaction mode at most times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so yeah, that's yeah, like because for me, I'm gonna be honest with me. I'm like you, bro. I could really care less on because everybody have a different set of politics, no matter what. Because we're not all from the same walk of life. So just
Right.
based on that alone, you're gonna have different. All everyone's gonna have different politics. You know what I mean? Just be based on the fact that we're not all from the same walk of life. So
Right.
my thing is, you know what I mean? Who's to say your way is correct and my way is incorrect, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying? It boils down to where, you know what I'm saying, the whole product of your environment situation. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, because it's like a black dude from Bronx, New York, is not going to have the same perspective as a white woman from Idaho. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be two
Yeah,
different perspectives. You're just going to look at life a whole lot different. Based on what the culture that you was brought up in. So you're
right,
definitely gonna have a
exactly.
different mindset on just a different outlook on life, and pretty much everybody's right and exact the way I look at it.
And there you go. And there you go. There you go. Yep. So what's going on with the elephant in the room? The before we peel off on the other stuff, but the elephant in the room. I know I'm late to the party, but the whole Russian Ukraine situation, like what's going on with that? What y'all talked about on that?
Oh man, we well, I don't think we got into that today, but I think I talked about it a couple of days ago, man.
Mm.
It is what it is, bro. Yeah, it is what it is, man. They out there, they getting it in, man. What's your take on it? What you wanted to add to that?
Well, I mean, I was having a discussion with somebody, man, and they brought to my attention just that the mere fact that you know Russia, as cold as what's going on right now between the two sides, both sides actually have, reasons why, legit reasons why they have the positions that they have. You know what I'm saying? Case
Right.
in point, Russia is it's a landmass that's, mostly tundra. You know what I mean? So you can't really grow shit there,
Right.
right? Well, okay, but once you step off into the Ukraine border and into them other little territories, the Polands and the Czechs and all of that stuff, that's where a lot of the agriculture for Russia come from. And and in those regions of the earth, you can you can grow things there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Russia's getting most of their agriculture from, is that region of the earth, because they can't grow shit over there in that ice, in that tundra.
Got you.
And so, yeah, you see where this is going?
Yeah, I see where
So,
you're going with that, bro.
right.
Oh man, yeah, man. So you think Russia? You think they moved on them because of they wanted to join NATO? Think that had a big part of it?
I just think that the two sides should they should have. There's a way to work. There's a way for both parties for both sides to be neutral and to be on top still. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to appease everybody in that I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll in the grand scheme of things, it's about power and money, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, but this land region, this landmass, Russia, mainland Russia, you can't grow no food there. You can't even cattle, cow, buffalo, they can't even live over there. It's too damn cold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But all of that all of those things come from that border, past that border in Ukraine and so forth. You know what I mean? So to me,
Right.
it just makes sense to, like, ones need to, you know what I'm saying, come up with a solution where, okay, for this time of the year, I don't know, however you want to work it out, but it should not come to, you know what I'm saying, some more like some tribal shit, because that's what that is. That right now you see going on, that look like tribal stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Because I mean their bloodline in Ukraine is Russian, ain't it? From what I was.
That's what I'm saying. So it's tribal. That's what I'm saying. That's like
Right.
that's like if you go in Ethiopia, right? Eritrea is a small part on the border of Ethiopia, but Eritrea really, the Eritrean people look just like the Ethiopian people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go further back in history, you see that Eritrea was a part of Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? And the two sides, they clash all day long. Some people work in Ethiopia, live in Eritrea. Same difference. Some people live in Warsaw and work over in at the border in Russia. You know what I mean? Right. So it's a bunch of tribalism going on, man.
Yeah, because speaking on the NATO part, because I think the big thing with Trump, he was trying to get us out of NATO.
Right.
I mean, can you imagine if we was out of NATO right now? Like,
I can't even imagine what would happen if Donald Trump was in the White House right now. I'm trying not to even think about that, because.
Oh, he'd have been at the border welcoming Putin right on in.
Can you imagine he took us out of NATO and we had Biden in right now? Can you? I mean, like, what that would have looked like? Like that. Jeez. Because I know we had let's see, we got NATO. Now, who's all in the Warsaw Pact? Are you familiar with the
Um,
Warsaw Pact?
I
Because that was
yeah, but I
Russia,
don't. I
China.
don't.
I know Ukraine used to be in it. All of those countries used to be in it, and they kind of switched over
Um,
to
yeah, I
NATO.
think it was. I think it was Hungary. I think it was. It was a few of them. What was it Budapest? It was a few of them in that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Warsaw Pact or whatever. Yeah, it was a few of them, but
Right.
in that region there. But yeah, I don't know what was the details of that though.
Yeah, they was pretty much I guess you would call them they was like the NATO of the what do you call them? Putin is of the dictator
Of that
countries.
region there, of that
Yeah, yeah,
eastern
yeah, of the dictator countries, man. They pretty much serve the same purpose as NATO. And then a lot of the I think like
region.
back in the 90s, a lot of those Warsaw Pact countries switched over to NATO because there's a lot of countries that's bordering Russia that's NATO. So I don't know, that's why I was tripping off of
Correct.
the Ukraine thing. I'm just like, okay, everybody was saying, oh yeah, Russia don't want NATO that close to their borders, but they're surrounded by NATO. But I guess that piece of land
Definitely.
would probably be important to them, but and it probably has more
Mhm.
resources too. Yeah,
Yeah, but exactly, that's what we're talking about.
right,
That big block of ice that Russia's sitting on, you can't do nothing over there. You know what I'm saying? The natural resources is in, you know what I mean, is on the stretch of which was the Soviet Union. You know what I'm saying? Prior to '91,
right,
that's where, you know what I mean, the bulk of the resources was found. You know what I'm saying? For to harvest most of mainland current day mainland Russia. You know what I
right,
mean? So that over the years that shit shrunk. You know what I'm saying? Due to NATO,
right.
and so here
Yeah,
you have
man.
this whole debacle now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think nothing's gonna happen, man. I think the U.S. and Russia is just, it's like two dogs. They bark behind the fence, and then when they get to the opening of the fence, they just kind of start damn running around in circles and shit.
Well, I
Hold
don't know.
up,
I,
is
I
it
don't get all
too?
these. I don't. No.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say I don't get all these people
Say
that
it again
talk.
now.
Oh no, we can't go into Ukraine because you don't need Russians fighting with Americans fighting with Russians. But it's like,
Hold up.
I mean, come on. What was it? The Iran-Iraq war. We supplied the Iraqis while the Iranians supplied by Russia, or the Afghan war when Russia was occupying Afghanistan and we were supplying the Taliban with all their weapons of mass destruction. We've
Yeah,
both
yeah,
been in Syria supporting two different
yeah,
sides. Assad being supported by Russia and we were supporting the rebels. So it ain't like we haven't been, in fights with Russia all along. I don't know why Ukraine's any different.
yeah. I guess that's gonna break into something serious, man. If they come in the picture, I guess. I mean, I guess because they're so close to us, they're in such close proximity to us, they don't want no smoke because it's going to
Oh,
be a lot of deaths, I
you
would
look
think.
you look across from Alaska, they're right there.
Yeah, 55 miles away. But I heard that their missiles can't even reach California. That's what I heard the other day. So I don't know
Yeah,
how true
well,
that is.
we have submarines in the waters off of Russia, just like they probably have submarines in the waters off of our country.
Right. Yeah.
You know. Plus, we got miniature aircraft or air forces that are sitting on aircraft carriers all over the world.
Yeah.
Ain't like we couldn't get in there if we wanted to.
My little cousin sitting here
And
like
I'm
y'all
not
don't know
saying
what.
attack. I'm not saying attack Russia. I'm just saying, help the Ukrainians defend their country.
My little cousin sitting here like y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
She ain't saying nothing at all.
I don't think she can talk on this subject. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I'm not thinking that. No, yeah, no,
Uh,
it's just that my I'm actually having connectivity issues. The phone has been going in and out. That's why I've been a
Oh,
little
you good?
silent. But no, I think everyone's opinions are valid on this subject, because if we did enter into a war, that affects everyone. So
Right. 'Cause
It
I
already
think
affecting us.
that'll be a big war, man. That's a because they can touch us. You know what I'm saying? I think in Afghanistan, I don't think they could. They wasn't worrying about them touching us. Besides doing some kind of terrorist stuff. But I think they can touch us, man. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Russia. Yeah.
I don't see what
yeah,
sanctions are. I don't see what sanctions can really do in the long run. I mean, that's like me saying, well, I'm gonna restrict you guys that are in Georgia from buying fuel in Michigan. I'm gonna just restrict you.
Mm.
And it's like, what do you care? You can get fuel in where you're at already. To me, that's the way I look at sanctions. Sanctions just trying to prevent you from getting something that you're going to be able to get anyways.
Well,
I'm sure they're going to be able to get it from the Chinese. I'm sure they're going to be able to get it from North Korea or whatever, or sell it to China or sell it to North Korea.
I mean, it's pressure, man. I think it's pressure they put on them, pretty much. I mean, it's just like sanctions work, man. I mean, it worked for. Look what they did with. Cam might know about this. About when Haiti took over. When the Haitians took over Haiti from the French. America put sanctions on them as soon as those black faces took over, because they didn't want those black faces selling sugar cane in New Orleans to other slaves. They didn't want slaves seeing that, so America put sanctions on Haiti, and look at them now, man.
yeah,
Made them
and
the
their
first,
economy is still devastated from that. Yeah.
right, from those same sanctions, man. So sanctions can they can damage a country, man.
Yeah, but the difference is, Russia has been, just like the Chinese, they're preparing to be more financially independent, so it's not hurting them as much,
Right.
as it hurt, Haiti, or it might hurt
Right.
another country. They didn't, I believe that I don't know. I try to say.
Haiti is like what, the size of Massachusetts?
Yeah, is
Yeah. It was
I mean, you're right. We don't, people don't want to go to war with Russia, because that's going to be a harder, battle to win. But I agree that, we need to be doing something, but I don't know if I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
I didn't say
y'all.
invade Russia. Just get the Russians out of Ukraine. That's it.
I don't
You
know,
don't have
man.
to go to war with Russia.
Yeah, but once we do that, then it's going to be seen as we are,
We already
entering
are.
into war.
We've donated tons of weapons and military armaments and everything.
Yeah, we got
I
people.
mean, isn't that already sticking our fingers in too far?
Not too far, just far enough.
Yeah, just
It's a
far
slippery
enough.
slope right there. Sending our troops over to Poland and having them massing at the border.
Yeah,
That
because
kind of
we do
pushing.
have. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing that. That's true.
Yeah, it sounds like Putin. He taking it as disrespect.
Oh yeah,
He's just
because
taking it as disrespect.
Definitely
yeah,
taking
because
note
didn't he
of
say
it.
something about wanting reparations? I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I think I seen something like that on the news last night about wanting reparations for these sanctions that we put on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody hear
Those
about something
sanctions
like
hurt,
that?
man. Yeah, because they're shutting down bank accounts of these these billionaires and these millionaires. They shutting down their bank accounts and things like that. So anything can anything, man, just to put pressure on them, man. Get them out of
Yeah,
their
but what
place.
about the Chinese going into Taiwan? Do you think that's something that's going to happen? Or y'all think that most likely they're not going to do that? They're not going to.
I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think is going to happen if they go down there, man? You think it's going to break out? You think a big
Yeah,
World War
I
III
think
on
that's a probably.
that piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Bobby, you coming in real slow.
He is.
Uh,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
starting
still
to
coming in
break up
slow?
a little bit. Yeah,
Am I breaking up now?
not for me.
No, I had to switch phones because the other one was just it was dying dead. I
Uh,
think I was echoing too.
Jeez. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So Cam, tell me this, man. Give me your report card on Joe Biden's first year, man.
Yo, man, hold up, man. I gotta get you. You sound real slow, like you in slow motion. Hold up.
Yeah, that's on your end, I think.
No, he's not in slow motion over here.
Yeah. Go out, try to go out and come back in. See what we
Yeah,
got
that's
here.
what I had to do. I had to go out and come back in.
Yeah, she's coming in clearer now.
Yeah, Cam, go out and come back in, bro. Shout out the chat real quick. What up,
What's
G
up,
Nut?
man?
Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, what up, Brandon?
What's
Never
up?
Peace,
asked
G
you.
Nut.
I didn't say what's up. What's going on, Brandon? How that truck running?
Good, man. I might have to deliver my first load in about 30 minutes.
What's taking so
Okay.
long?
I had to drive.
I thought you picked up the trailer what, Monday?
Yeah, Monday night, but I ain't get a load on Tuesday, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta take some food line.
Right. So you gonna go get your APU?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Pick
that
that stuff
Wednesday.
up Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah,
Go to
yeah.
Home Depot and get one for $1,000.
Nah, man. I ain't learned yet, man. You get what you pay for, bro.
Shoot, there ain't nothing wrong with
That
the
sound
$1,000
real
one I
slow.
bought.
All right. You got any apps open behind you Cam?
Hold on. Let me come out and come back in.
Yeah. Do that, man. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon. So the truck running good, man. I'm glad to see you back out in these streets, man.
Yeah, man. I'm getting 10 miles per gallon, bro.
10 miles. Yo, you still
Yeah.
going? You still running 60 miles an hour?
Yes, bro. Yes. Fuel is too high, bro. I got to, man. I'm sorry, but I got to, man.
Surprised you ain't
Yeah.
running 55.
Nah, I run 60,
Jeez.
man.
What up, G Nut?
What's up?
What up? Chillin', man. Yeah, we got
Hell yeah.
Robotech, Brandon. Got my cousin Tanisha in here. Tanisha just bought we got the cash truck crew up in here now, man. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin Tanisha, she just bought a box truck cash. Brandon, he a cash truck guy. Okay.
Woo.
Oh, wait, y'all. There's some money on the screen right now. Young money on the screen.
Oh Lord.
Young money on the screen right now, man. The cash truck crew. I just noticed that, man. All y'all around here with these cash trucks. Let's
Yeah.
see. See what Miss Richardson said. Get it going. Oh, we got some people in the chat down here. How often can I
What
have
up, G Nut?
a little sugar?
What's up, Robotech?
Oh, just chilling at the crib there, waiting to find out if I got jury duty or not. Look like Crazy Bubba's
Oh,
truck down here
hell
too.
no. Oh, no
Yeah,
damn
you
jury
usually,
duty.
Miss Richardson, you usually want to wait about. I know I got one of those done and got laughed up out of that place, but yeah, it usually take about 2 weeks before they want you to have a little sugar. Yo, I went and got a colonic, man. This little black girl was in there, boy. She laughed so hard, boy, when she seen me walk in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Crazy Bubba, what's going on, bro?
Ah, shoot, still up here rolling in Montana. like 200
Well,
miles.
I don't know why. Damn,
Well, how many miles you doing?
you're coming in real slow.
I got 200 miles.
200 miles.
200 miles. I
Hey,
get to
hey,
South Dakota. Yeah.
jeez,
Well, don't mind me.
right. The Cam, you still coming in slow? You still coming in slow, Cam? Yeah, he had to go all the way out and come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
my
where you
problem
at?
is why
So what's going
we
on, G
giving
Nut?
Man, I'm headed to damn what the hell is called this Cobb Town, Georgia, man. That's where I'm headed. Deliver
Cobb
this
Town,
damn
Georgia.
yeah.
Jeez.
Man, hell yeah, that's what I said, man. I hope I get a damn signal out that mud.
Oh
Shit.
man.
You know how
All
country
right.
Georgia is.
Jeez.
Shit.
All right, we got the question on the table, bro. All right. Yeah, I shouldn't have drunk that damn coffee before I got on here, burping like crazy. All right, death penalty
yeah,
versus
man.
abortion, man. What's your take on abortion, bro? G Nut.
Abortion, man, you gotta leave that up to a woman. That's a woman's choice.
There you go.
Nobody shouldn't be it shouldn't be nobody's opinion but that's a woman's thing, man. I don't think that's between them. This is all. What is it about really? Is it because it ain't not too many white people is being born, from my understanding. They
Mm.
die doing abortion or some shit. That's what it's all born down to.
What about the death penalty? Because
Oh
a lot of
hell
people,
yeah!
because a lot of people that's against abortion, they for it. Like, what do you think about that? Somebody being against abortion, but they for the death penalty. Do you think that coincide or?
Yeah, I love the damn death penalty, man. Shit, it'll straighten a lot of people out, man. People ain't scared to die no more. They know they're gonna go in and out the system. But you zap
Mm.
their ass and email their ass to God, then there other people will recognize not to be doing all them damn crimes, man. Shit, you got shooting babies, man, drive-bys, man. They don't even give a shit no more, man.
Hey, Cam, if you listening, Miss Richardson said if you got Android, you need to go and use Firefox.
Oh damn.
Yep. Yeah, man. I
So
think they
what's
make
going
it too
on?
easy, man. Now, do you think the death penalty is too easy the way they do it? You think they should bring back the firing squad or something, or maybe the horses?
Shit, chop
Jeez,
a
that's too
damn arm
much.
off.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, let me
Chop.
tell you something. They pull your ass apart with them horses. They take 4 horses and tie them up to all your arms, both of your arms and both of your legs, and they run in separate
And just
directions.
drag him.
I
Huh?
know
Ain't
that's
no
too
dragging. They
much.
gonna pull your ass apart.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Bury
Ooh
your
That's
ass
too
Show
much.
alive.
that
So
on.
so what
Show
you
that
think
on.
about the whole thing, like people, all those people that's, or the people that's on the death penalty that was wrongfully convicted. Like, what's your opinion on that? How you said that you're for the death penalty, but what you think about those people that was wrongly convicted?
Shit, that's America. America's a big ass lie.
Well, that
That's the shit.
yeah, that's a lawsuit. That's how I look at it.
Uh,
Back in the
well,
day,
the
man.
lawsuit don't matter if they dead.
Shit, the lawsuit don't
Yeah,
mean
I
that. You can
know,
get
but you did.
$10 million for 40 years. Who the hell want $10 million for 40 years? Shit.
Mm.
Get that
Yo,
lawsuit, man.
Ben.
Yeah,
Is y'all with a tour of my Android quick?
yeah.
No,
Let's see it, man. Let's check it out.
don't do that.
Uh,
No, mate, no, not that
All
shit
right,
again.
let's check it
Not
out,
Oh,
that
bro.
shit again.
See how we do
Not that
this.
shit.
Same color as the Grinch.
Let's see. Let's check his engine out. Oh,
Hey,
nice.
buddy, you do remind me of one of those damn what they call them damn not Oompa Loompas, but what the fuck those little motherfuckers in the Grinch show was called?
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
nice.
It
The Grinch
cost
was
me.
that color.
Yeah, that's
It
a
cost
nice
me a
looking
pretty
motor.
penny, man. Thanks, man.
Man,
Thanks.
That's good.
if
10
I
miles to
wasn't
the
driving,
gallon.
I'd show you some real Detroit power.
That bad boy looking good, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more stuff to it later. Right here, it's missing the coolant filter, so I'm gonna get that put in
Okay.
Detroit. I'm gonna go by them next week and get that put on. But other than that, it's good, man. Brand new. You know, the people
Out
that
the
build that right
box,
there, the top.
out
So
out the crate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight out the crate,
The
huh?
people that built it, it's where?
yeah, they
Pull
in
the camera up.
Springfield, Missouri, bro. American Fleet.
Get in closer. I can't see that.
Yeah, I think
Man,
you said it's called
Okay.
American Fleet.
they put they step on that mud. You need to take that off, brother. You need to take that off.
No, man, I'm not doing that, bro. They built it, man. Why would I do that, bro? They promote the
Man.
business. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh,
what
you
they
get a
do, bro.
discount?
Well, you need to put the logo on the side of your truck if you want to promote their business.
Nah, I ain't doing all that.
You know, like Fitzgerald puts the names of the on the side of their trucks.
Yeah, but that's the tour, man. It cost me a pretty penny bean. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Well, how much they
And
set you back?
about 42,000, man.
$42,000. Jeez. That boy making some serious moves. What's going on,
Yeah.
Grip? Your Grip, what's going on with you, brother?
The yellow fellow that's kind
working
of
on it.
stuck in place.
I can't hear y'all, man.
Yeah, keep on working on it, bro. You got your earbuds in?
Hey, tell them put some aluminum foil around the antennas. That you get better
Might be
signal.
on 10.
What's next? Put aluminum foil on its head?
Oh, I see Bobby there. Oh, there you
All right,
go.
there we go, man. You probably in a bad area, man. Keep on trying, bro.
Man, y'all drivers,
Yes, sir.
bro, that's out there. Y'all gotta get AT&T, man, or Verizon.
Yeah, I'm on
bro. Y'all
IGN.
gotta leave that Sprint and T-Mobile alone, man.
Well, tell him, Brandon. If it
God,
ain't.
and then y'all got Androids. Y'all don't got an iPhone, man. Y'all super behind, bro.
Jeez. Yeah, Brandon, but I'm glad to see you made it through that, man. You know, a lot of owner operators would have been ass out.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Tanisha, he had to replace that motor that I just showed. He had to replace that whole motor. Jeez.
Yeah.
How much something like that cost?
42,000.
42,000. He was trying to be safe. There's cheaper ways to do it, but
there's way cheaper ways to do it.
yeah, he needed a piece
Did
of
you say
mind.
42,000?
Yeah. He's a young cat too,
Oh
man.
wow.
How old are you, Brandon?
27.
27, making them kind of moves. Saving that money. That's the main thing, you know, to save that money, man. You get out there with a truck. A lot of people don't save money, man. They, you know, you make 250,000, they spend 265.
Now they're that joke being.
Uh,
I paid 30,000, but it took me 250 to make it. God.
yeah, you hear that story a lot. Yeah, that's the main thing. Be on top of that money. Be on top of that money.
And I ain't gonna lie, being with my new engine, on my insurance, my 30, I did increase the value of my truck though, man.
Right.
'Cause
Say
the
that one
engine
more time,
hold-
man.
I increased the insurance on my truck.
Okay. Yeah, with that
Yeah,
motor.
I increased it 40,000. So
Yeah, this will be a good time to sell that bad boy, man.
yeah, nah, I ain't gonna sell it, man. If I sell it, I want 200,000.
Oh man.
You might get it. Shit, just put it out there for that.
Right.
You might get it.
It's like I was looking for a truck, and I mean the prices were really high. Even for old trucks. So you're right. You might get what you want.
Exactly.
Stop
Yeah.
being
Might
scared,
get it,
Brandon.
man.
Put that out for 200,000.
Yeah, I put it out, man.
Yeah,
I go for one. I go for 140. You say you paid 42. I go for 142. Put a quick 100 in my pocket.
Man, I go
Yeah.
for the whole thing, man. Like you said, that's a brand new 2022 Columbia, Freightliner Columbia. People were looking for that, man. That's a rare truck. I mean, damn, man, 200,000. I say that is a good price for that truck, man. Go out there. I'm quite sure somebody will find some financing for it. If they can find, if Long Mountain ain't got no damn trucks, you know they looking for a new
No,
truck.
but I'm gonna tell you, John, about this. Ain't no bank in America that go finance this truck, bro. It's too
Nah.
old, man.
Man, you don't have to just put that shit out there, man, yourself.
I
They'll
mean,
find out.
it may be can though, cause I do got paperwork. So maybe a bank
Yeah.
would, cause it just got done. But really, they ain't gonna do that though. So
Yeah, I
Man,
put it
they'll
on the
find somebody.
marketplace, man. You never know, man. Somebody
Man, I'm telling
grandma got them a nice little stash, you know.
yeah,
you, man, put that shit out there, Brandon. Don't waste no time, bro. Don't waste no time.
ain't gonna lie,
You,
bring some people call me today about the post, and they're like, "You still selling it?" I like, nah.
Well, what did you post it for? You posted a price on it?
Yeah, for 20,000, but then I changed my mind. I was like, nah, I don't want to sell it.
Nah, I would have had to come up out that bad boy. 200,000.
I'm going to sell mine, man. I'm going to sell mine for 40K. I'm sure I get 40K out of mine.
No, it look like I seen you. Where you
ain't
at? Where you at, G-Nut?
Man, I'm headed down to, right now I'm in some part of South Carolina. You know how it is. On 95,
Okay.
it's all country and shit. And then I'm
something,
I'm trying to head down there near Savannah. I'm getting by Town.
Oh, it's gonna have a force region. You're gonna need a force region, bro. What? Yo, Grip, how you sounding now, man? Grip, what's going on, bro?
His lips are moving, but we can't hear what he's
phone
saying.
going out.
All right, we can hear you now, man. What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, it must be a little delay going on, bro.
Try sign language.
Yeah, you might want to go out and come back in, man. Yeah, you gonna hit a dead spot, man. You go out and come
Looks animated.
back. Yeah, you gonna have to go out and come back in, man. Chad Brandon, man. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just glad to see you made it through that shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, I know so many owner-operators that would have went out of business. What will Techno?
Yeah, I mean, I did that because of motivation, bro. It's real out here, bro. This can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Right now, have you always been on top of your have you always been saving like that, or is this something new for you this year?
I've been good with saving. My blue truck, the Cascadia taught me to save my money, man. You know.
Right.
So when I got the white truck, I had a different mindset, bro, to save every penny, bro. You know. So.
Yeah, man. Because I remember all year, man. You keep us updated. Yeah. You keep us updated, man. And I noticed when that's the thing about trucking, man. Trucking ain't no damn joke, bro.
Hell no.
Like DB always say, you can't save enough money in trucking, bro.
Right, because I remember when you first started saving, man. It was like 10,000. Like I actually seen him save this money, man. And it was 10,000, 15,000. You like, yo, bank, I got like 25,000. I'm like, okay, man, doing this thing, man. And you got way up there. The next thing I know, damn. Now we spending 42 of it. That's why I said trucking ain't no damn joke, bro.
But that's why we saving for those rainy days, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing, the main
the crazy thing about it, I run under my own authority, which means I get an insurance payment every month too.
Right, Rob, what's going on, bro?
Oh, what's going on? I just realized y'all was on. How long y'all been on?
Ah man, we've been on. I'm going on an hour and a half, man. We just chopping it up.
Oh, okay. I saw your title. That's why I was over here laying down at one of the my auto body pickups. You know, I've been doing a lot of auto parts last couple of
Right.
weeks.
Mm. Man, so you see the title, man.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, chop it up about the title, and then we'll get into the trucking, man. Death penalty versus abortion, man.
I
You
think
know,
I
what's
think
your
you
take?
can believe in one and not the other.
Okay.
Me personally, you know, I think you could believe in the death penalty and not believe in abortion. Um, you know, I think death penalty basically go on a case by case, and then for abortion, you know, it's the same thing. You know, I think I don't know what y'all talked about, but like if a woman gets raped and stuff like that, and she gets pregnant, like she should be entitled to have an abortion. Why have a kid? But I mean, for the individuals that just have abortions, like just to have them, oh, we don't use protection, you know, get pregnant, you know, we'll just have an abortion. Like, nah, that's senseless.
Mm. So you think women should, you think they should have an amount of abortions that women can have, or just,
What?
or you are a
That's a
woman's
good
right to
question.
choose, like Gina said, who are we to tell her? And you know that was a big deal with me too. A bunch of men telling women what to do with their bodies.
Right.
That
And
kind of
that's the thing. And women should know that if you have a bunch of them and you're having them recklessly, you're destroying your body. So why do that? You know, not that there's a responsible way to do it. You know what I mean? There's no responsible way to do it. But I'm not into telling a woman that she shouldn't or can't do something.
right.
Man, they've been doing abortions before Jesus was alive, man.
Yeah,
Pretty
they.
much.
And
Right.
that's the thing, man. They're gonna have abortions, man. Whether they used to use the hangers back in the days, man.
Huh?
You know, they used to use hangers, and women they were really messing their bodies up. A lot of people did that to their kids.
Use hangers, take poison, have somebody punch them in the gut. There's all kinds
Uh-huh.
of ways. People went about taking care of what the law said they couldn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Hangers was just one of the crude ways of doing it.
Right. Right. Oh, Biden's report card, man, for 2021, man. What you think? How you think he did, man? You think we should vote him in again, or where you at with it?
Oh man. Oh man. Man. I don't. Honestly, I'm kind of stuck. I would like to see what we have. You know. Um.
Stupid choices.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I honestly he look. It's a mess out there right now. You know. I know everybody want to blame him for everything, but I just got to see what we. To be honest, I need to see who he goes up against. You know, in the same party. You know, like
Mm.
who's gonna come up,
Well,
step up
there'll
and go
be
against
nobody
him.
running against him, most likely.
That
He'll
that
be the
dude from New York.
incumbent.
Right. That's
That
yeah.
that dude from New York. What's his name? The
I
one
know
that
the Chinese guy you talking about?
no, the one that was the governor of New York, or the mayor or whatever, New York City.
Oh, De Blasio, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah, he gonna run. I bet he'll run.
Oh man, I don't know. That dude's a nut job in New York.
I don't know. I like that dude, man.
Like De Blasio, okay.
Well,
Man.
Yeah,
have
like
Trump
No
for
problem.
president. That goofball.
Oh man, but
yeah, I don't know, man.
Biden's
We gotta
first year,
see.
man. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, first year, I mean, I think he did all right, man. I give him a C. I'm with Robotech. I give him a C, man. Maybe a C
Yeah,
plus,
it's too
man.
early to tell.
You
It's
know,
too
we was
early to
talking
tell.
about the first year, man. He got a lot of stuff done, contrary to popular belief, man.
Right, yeah,
1.9
that's
trillion
true
in
too.
Yeah, 1.9 trillion in COVID relief, 1.2 trillion in the infrastructure laws. That's going to bring jobs. What's your take on the infrastructure laws? Do you think that's going to bring jobs, or
It's
what's your take
supposed
on it?
to, you know, like it's supposed to, like in the construction field, engineering field. That's the whole thing. Is what kind of jobs are there? The jobs that requires, you know, the higher learning, like you know, when you're talking about engineering, you know, engineers, like is it gonna affect? At what point is it gonna affect the individuals that don't have a lot of skills that need jobs? Are they gonna be able to get those jobs? That's the whole thing. Like, who is the jobs
Right.
for when it comes to the
Yeah, they're going to be.
infrastructure?
Yeah, but as truck drivers, it'll definitely benefit us.
Oh yeah, for us, yeah, absolutely.
Give
Like
us some decent roads to
flatbedders
run
and yeah,
on.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Exactly, man. 6.4 million jobs were created, man. You believe that, or you believe it's all hype, man?
Oh man.
Don't
You know,
believe the
numbers is
hype.
true.
Don't believe the hype. You know what
Oh
it is.
man.
Let's
Hey,
see.
look, they get the numbers. They get the numbers from somewhere, right? You know, the sad part is, if there was a Republican in office and they said those numbers, guess what? People wouldn't question it. So that's just
Oh man, he got unemployment down to what, 3.9%?
Well, just like the recent elections, Republicans didn't question the ones they won.
Which yeah, why are people arguing that, man? I mean, all of the courts that they went to pretty much denied their claims that the election was stolen. Like every court that they went to, where they tried to file a I guess a claim that's saying that the elections was rigged, and they couldn't produce any evidence. But why do you think they're still trying to say that the election was stolen?
Because it comes from people who drink chlorine to get rid of corona. That's who it comes from. Somebody crazy, man. If y'all know what I'm saying, them people crazy, man.
Drinking chlorine and taking them horse drugs.
Yeah, shit. That's the type of people
Or
who was
hydrochlorophyll or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy mother suckers, man.
Jeez. Yeah, man. I mean, unemployment down, 6.4 million jobs, inflation through the roof. And they blaming pretty much inflation on the global supply chain with all of the ships out there in the ocean and stuff like that. That's what they're blaming it on. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of blaming going on out here, man. A lot of blaming.
You know how it is. Republicans never take responsibility for anything. Look at George Bush. Never took responsibility for anything.
Expound.
Want to clarify that one? And look at the. What happened?
I said, go ahead, man. Expound, man.
Expound. Like that's ancient history.
Like I have to expound on that. Break it down.
Shoot. Never accepted any responsibility for getting us caught up in a war. And he stands up on an aircraft carrier saying, hey, mission accomplished. And 20 years later, we're still in Afghanistan. Never found himself any responsibility for going into Iraq, and accepting responsibility for so-called weapons of mass destruction was never found. Never took any responsibility for that. You're going to sit there and blame Obama for creating the Taliban, but wait a minute. Taliban or ISIS or whatever would have never been in Iraq if you left Hussein in power. And who took him out? Bush. But you're going to blame Obama for that. That's what Republicans did. They blamed Obama. Didn't take any responsibility for the fact that their president was the one that screwed it up. And most of what
So
Bush did, you thought the elevator didn't go to the top floor, and you thought he was crazy. And then Trump comes along and says, "Here, hold my beer."
okay, so okay, now you say that now. We're gonna go back to Biden's report card. Now he did pull the troops out of Afghanistan. So was that part of your reasoning for giving them a C or?
No, I don't give him a C on that. I mean, maybe, there's a lot of people that give him a failure grade on that. There was never going to be a clean getaway. I mean, what were we going to do with Afghanistan? Stay there another 20 years? I mean, unless you made it a 51st state, there was no clean shot for getting out of Afghanistan. The pullout and this massive resurgence of Taliban. I mean, how do you know that the average people that wasn't helping us out on a daily basis wasn't closeted Taliban? It's like there was a big resurgence right after we left. That just basically tells you there's a whole bunch of people that was maybe sympathizing for the cause, but because we were the bigger fish in the fish tank, they went ahead and decided to side with us while we were there. And then after we leave, well, then they just kind of flip sides because that's the convenient thing to do because they're the Taliban's now the bigger fish in the fish tank over there. There was no exit strategy. Bush never came up with one. And then nobody else came up with an exit strategy to get out of there. To me, it was a lost cause from the beginning. I suppose you could say, going into Ukraine would be a lost cause. What would it benefit the United States across the board?
Yeah.
There's sticky situations all over the world that, atrocities are happening, but I don't see where the United States is this, well, hey, we have the morals over here. And yet you watch our evening news and you see what type of crimes the law enforcement perpetrates on people of color, and pretend like, oh, well, that was the moral thing to do for, to pull them out of the car and blow them away without giving them a trial or something like that. Or you see on the news about what people have done, drive-by shootings or shooting up neighborhoods or children disappearing. It kills me. One white girl comes up missing and it's national news coast to coast. A black girl comes up missing. You never heard about it. Never heard about it. But to sit there and say we're the moral ones and we're going to go around the world and tell everybody else how moral they should be when we've got plenty of work to do at home, just floors me.
That's the thing about our culture in America, man. We like we're one of the
do
only,
as I say, not as I do.
Right, we're one of the countries where we have to hide our culture from our kids. Like we have to hide our culture.
That's
like,
a good. That's
from
a good
music.
That's a good point.
From music to art to whatever. Like we're one of the only cultures where we have to hide our culture from our kids, man.
It's almost like you can't celebrate the way you want. Almost like that's what you're trying to say. Like
you can't celebrate unless you're celebrating according to the status quo, meaning, like Christmas. We got to celebrate Christmas according to the Christian tradition, although Santa Claus wasn't a part of that. It just
who was Santa Claus?
You got to accept. Who was Santa Claus?
Santa Claus was a Turkish nigga. He was a Turkish nigga. He was Turkish.
Who?
That's what people don't know. Santa Claus was Turkish.
Was Turkish? Wow.
Yeah. That nigga look more like me than like the other.
I think they ought to do. I think they ought to do away with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all that stuff. I mean, seriously, how many adults take their children to the mall to set them on the stranger's lap that's sitting on the bench? Hey, here's an old fella here. We're gonna take our children, set them on his lap, and tell them exactly. Have your children tell them exactly what they want. Yeah, especially in this day and age where you just about don't trust anybody with your children. You're going to take them to the mall and set them on some strange guy's lap. Get real.
I guess it depends on how you look at it, man. I don't know, Tech man. It's a crazy world we living in, bro. It's a crazy world. Now you touched on the the I guess the police brutality. You touched on that. Now now what's your ethnicity? What are you,
Talking to
brother?
me?
Yeah.
What am I?
What are
Shoot,
you,
I don't know
man?
what I am.
Huh?
I look white.
He Jewish.
I,
He
I have to
Jewish.
get the
Would you
breakdown
be?
because my dad's
He
pretty damn
Jewish.
dark.
Right.
Oh shit! You
No,
one of
there
the
ain't, there ain't
ones.
no Jewish blood. There's like 24% Eastern
All right. So you
European. There's probably 35% Native American. There's I think it's 24% Sub-Saharan African, and the rest of the percentage goes to Asia.
right? Because I've heard you speak on the police brutality against blacks. Like, why are you so passionate about that? What makes you so passionate about that? Because I've heard you speak on
What?
that about the last 3 lives that I've had,
Well, I
or the
didn't bring it
last
up on the
two.
last live. I mean, I
Right.
think I was touching in the
Well,
neighborhood, but
maybe
I
on the
wasn't
phone.
actually.
Like, I get it mixed up. Our phone conversations and the party line on the phone and this. But I've heard you
Party
speak
line
on
on
that
the
a lot.
phone, I'll get on that. I mean, it's just, to me it just seems like, there are white people that are shot in police incidents and whatnot, but you often see on the news there's far more interactions with white people, and they're casually arrested, and maybe the white people are fighting, and they're pushed into the police car, and it goes on down the road. Whereas, hands down, it seems like if you're black or brown, you're more likely to be shot for a taillight being out, or a air freshener being hanging from the center of the mirror or whatever. There are a percentage of people, both black and white, that just insist on fighting with police and doing the high speed car chase that gets featured on the news, and it just seems like less white people are just shot on sight just for doing that,
Right.
and
Right.
black and brown just seems to be treated totally differently. You have this situation. Trying to think of where it was. It was in a mall. There was a black kid and a white kid fighting, and the police come along and basically set the white kid on the bench, don't put any handcuffs on him, and they hold the black kid on the floor, and the two of them are on top of him while they handcuff him. It's just, come
Yeah, I
on
think I
now.
seen that. Yeah, I seen
That
that.
was that fight in the high school or something like that, or in the mall.
Yeah, it was in the mall.
I mean, I don't care where it was at. I mean, you're gonna get down on one kid. You might as well get down on the other one. At least, don't try to, and I don't know if it's because it's something ingrained in people's thoughts or whatever. It just, to me, just seems unjust, unruly, or whatever. It just seems to be, like you're singling out one group of individuals. It's like Trayvon Martin. He's black. He's got a hoodie on. Okay, well, I'm white and I got a hoodie on, but nothing ever bothers. Nothing ever comes of it. Now, I used to put my last name on my vehicle in old English letters, like a lot of Hispanics do, with my Hispanic last name. So I'm
Right.
thinking, run around Georgia, I'm gonna get tagged. Nope, never bothered me. I'm running around the backwoods of my own home state, definitely get tagged. And then they're asking right off the bat, so where's the Mexicans that own this thing? Seriously? Try to tell me my plates are expired or whatever, even though I've got registration showing that it's up to date. Just some excuse to
Crazy.
let me go because they were hoping they were gonna have a field
Get
day with a
lucky.
brown person.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's definitely a complicated situation, man. Just the whole race issue with the cops. Me personally, I've never had those issues with. I think I had one issue when I was a kid, but other than that, I really haven't had bad experiences with cops. But that's just me, and I know I've seen it happen to other people. I don't know if it's the way they conduct themselves. I don't go in with a bunch of I don't do a lot of ass kissing when I'm dealing with authority. I just tell them, here's my license. This is it. Give me the ticket, and I'm on my way. I don't know, man. I guess everybody's different. Deal with the cops different. And one thing that I used to say when I used to argue the point of police brutality is that aren't black people allowed to have a bad day? You know what I'm saying? They might be a little agitated, and instead of the cop de-escalating the situation, he'll go ahead and you know what I'm saying? He'll go ahead and
feel to it.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and try to press you and get a rise out of you, man, even though he see you having a bad day. Instead of just writing
look at the TV show Cops. They would egg people on. If you go back and you remember watching that TV show, it's like I watched the first season. I thought it was kind of interesting, but as the seasons went on, the more I watched it, I'm like they're antagonizing people.
Right.
They're not de-escalating. They're purposely antagonizing them, trying to stir them up, trying to get them, riled up, trying to get them, to do something so they have a reason to arrest them. I don't think, defunding the police department is really the answer. I think re-education of the police department needs to be the answer. There's plenty of people with mental issues that get blown away because they're not. That's one of the
biggest. The biggest thing about defunding the police. It's not, we're past that now, but it's never about defunding the police. It's exactly what you said. It's just moving money allocated to re-educate them, to do other
But it's just
like
saying defunded. It throws people off.
Right.
It's saying it.
Right. So it's pretty much that. People will hear it and they think, we're going to take money from the police and do this. No, it's just making a move to retrain them to do other things that they need. Some of the stuff that they need to hopefully have a better communication with minorities. That's basically what it was. People keep thinking that it's taking it from them and they're going to close down the police stations. Nah, man, it's not that.
Yeah, they was acting like, they're going to stop giving the police bullets and...
Right, no more bulletproof vests.
The propaganda machine in America is bananas right now. They just let people just say and do, whatever they want, I don't know, man. It's like, back in the 80s, we had journalism. It was real journalism. I don't think people know what that is, man. You just report the news. I don't need your little side opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just report the news. Give me the news and let's keep it moving, man. And I think a lot of people get that confused. Man.
Well, there's always been commentary. You'd have the news, and then at the end, you'd have the commentary. That was
right. You used to have a panel.
That was always around.
Right, but that was a panel.
You had somebody like Charles Perrault that would come in and have a commentary about something. Right. But it becomes skewed because we just told you what the news is, and then we're going to give you your 2 cents afterwards. And it's not just it's not just your national networks doing it. It's all the networks doing it. And then it's like, well, a whole bunch of people are going to go to these YouTube channels or these fringe channels to get your news. And it's like, okay, so if you don't trust the people that studied journalism, that went to school for journalism, that's on the national media, why should I trust these fringe news sources where they get the news from where? Their backside or some Facebook post they found?
Same
that had
place
nothing to do with anything?
They Google.
Exactly. Get it from
Right.
TikTok and Facebook.
They do the same. They do the same thing we do. They Google, man. That's pretty. Well, that's where they get it from, man. It's crazy. It's crazy
Well, I don't
nowadays,
know.
man.
There's some conjecture that Google Analytics, if you're leaning to the left, it'll get responses more leaning to what you're looking for, and if you lean to the right, it'll get responses more that they're looking for. So
Right.
even Google's corrupt.
Yeah. It's all about the algorithms, man. It's all about that algorithm.
pretty
It's
much.
something serious. Something serious, man. We can have a conversation on the phone, man. Google right on it. Oh, you
Yeah,
said
you go look at your
needed
phone, you see the advertising. Like, yo, we
yeah,
were
you
just
said you
talking
needed some
about this.
screen doors, yeah, man. Jeez. Yeah, where you at, Rob, man? Well, how your day going, bro? Better than
Ah,
yesterday?
man. Huh?
Your day going better than yesterday with that blowout?
Oh man, yeah, man, and thank God I was able to put that piece back. That saves me $1,000 until I get ready to fix it. You know, I could put it off to like next month and then get it fixed. You know, give me a little break here. But
So would you have a tire that
it's
was
good.
inflationally challenged?
Oh no, my steer tire blew and took off the whole left side of my truck. It's a brand new truck, so. And, you know, luckily I didn't get nervous. Luckily there was nobody next to me. When the panel flew off, it didn't hit a car. It would have been a bad accident out there.
Yeah, I had a
And it
Volvo,
happened
lost the steer tire,
right
took
by
the whole
the
hood.
cop too. There was a cop right up. Yeah. But it didn't go forward, so that was a good thing. I just realized it messed up the muff flap and a couple of things under the truck, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. And my airbag, pulling the airbag. This guy did a little quick fix for me, but yeah. Other than that, man, you know, I told you this morning, man. I woke up to a young guy, you know, from my neighborhood that I actually used to, you know, talk to his moms and all that. You know, was killed by one of his own friends in front of my building. So that was kind of like messed up. You know what I mean? Gun violence, just another senseless murder.
Right.
You know, his brother's in the hospital. He should be okay though. The kid shot both of them.
Jeez.
And we all from the
Big
same
truck,
building.
Big Truck 203. Kevin, he's from around your way. He's from somewhere in the Bronx.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Who's that?
Big Truck 203. That's Kevin.
233rd.
Oh, yeah, I can't see his thing. Oh, where you at in the Bronx?
I grew up on 237th Street, 233rd Street. Hung out a lot on 219,
Oh,
220.
Wakefield. Yeah, Wakefield.
Uptown.
He was all the way uptown. Yeah, he was uptown by the Jamaicans and all that. Right by the borderline of Mount Vernon and all that. I know where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on 161st Street side by Yankee Stadium over there by the parole building and all that.
I used to hang
Jackson,
out over there
Melrose.
by Forest Projects all the time.
Yeah, I'm right up the block. Yeah. I'm like 10 minutes from Forest Project. My building, they used to call it the Brown Building. It was the long building on 161st Street.
Man,
Yeah.
small world, man.
Yeah. Remember, I was just talking to a guy that lived by Wine Dance. Remember?
Oh yeah, man.
At the port. Remember the guy just said,
the port,
I like your big. This dude say he lived on Wine Dance.
Yeah, small world, man. Sheesh. Small world. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by the channel, man, helping me out with this YouTube thing, man. I try to come in, man, and bring some real, discussions, man. We grown men. We got to have these discussions, man. I mean, we can't have bullshit discussions all the time, man. We're not going to solve any problems, but, stimulate our minds and make us think, man, a little more. But we'll have topics like this, financial topics, and then wherever the conversation go, man, that's pretty much what I'm leaning to with my channel, I mean, some people are going to like it. Some people are going to peel up out of here. Going to be like, nah, them cats a little bit too serious, man. As far as my
bring the article in.
Yeah, as far as my trucking stuff, man, you want to know about Yellow YRC. I got plenty of videos on that. I mean, I got 3 seasons of Truck with Bink. It's pretty much going to tell you everything you need to know about YRC Yellow. Just run through the playlist. It's going to be exactly what you see on the playlist. That's what the job is going to be like. But we got to get into some real discussions. Like I said, man, trucking is what we do, not who we are. We got different opinions on different things, and that's the direction I'm going with the channel, man. And we're gonna try to get better as time goes on. I'm a little rusty on my politics and whatever else. Just talking on YouTube. This is something most people that know me didn't even know I talk. So, oh man, I was just laughing at my wife's sister. Man, they didn't even know I talk like this. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy the channel, man, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. Rob, Kev, Robotech, appreciate you on the help out. And
Yeah, no problem.
Again, man.
Yeah, and Robotech, I didn't forget about you. I'm gonna send you this stuff. And then I'm gonna come out there. Bink told me that I should go out there and just have you put it on. So I'm gonna come out there so you can put it on. Melanie.
Yeah, definitely, man. Promote that, man. That's some money right there. Everybody need graphics, man. Promote that, man. Robotech, you got a YouTube channel. Before we shut it down, you got a YouTube channel, man, also, right?
Yeah, it's Trucking It Up with Robotech.
Okay,
I need to get back to uploading some videos there. Maintenance on your vehicle, mainly. Just, trying to show people how I save money doing my own maintenance on the vehicle.
Right. Okay. Trucking It Up with Robotech, man. Y'all go check him out. And
it's mainly just, I think it's just listed on the channel as Trucking It Up. There's 2 Trucking It Ups, but you'll see on the little logo, it'll say Trucking It Up with Robotech.
Hold on, man. I got the wrong outro, man. I got this corny stuff on. Hold on, man. There we go. All right, y'all.
Just gonna get some smooth jazz.
Man. All right, cool.
All right, peace.
Y'all. Peace.